Hey folks, this is Johnny. Welcome to another home studio trainer show, and today we are going to continue with the Soundset auditions. We're going to take a look at the 60s fab beats. Should be pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff in here, a lot of separated tracks, lots of actually full stereo loops of each of the versions that are available. So if you just want to use a stereo loop, you can do it that way. If you want to actually produce your drums, this is a really good option in order to really start learning how to produce drums, because with all of these different sound sets that we're going to be going through, many of them are drum beats and different types of beats, everything from verses and choruses to fills and everything, and to be able to actually break down your drums and be able to mix them as if they were real drums. And they actually are real drums. They're just recorded, and you can do all sorts of editing to really get the kind of sound that you want. All right, if you guys could, I'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to my channel and become a member if you want to support me financially. There are 3 super affordable packages with some awesome benefits. You know, I'm watching myself actually say this. That's really hard to say. Super affordable benefits. Packages with benefits. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go to the classroom. And here we are in Studio One. This is Studio One 6.5. It's the latest one. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go over here to the browser. And we're going to look for our sound sets. Now, there is a way to actually go to the loops button right here. It's going to take a second here. Don't have a lot of memory on this particular computer, only 8 gig. But there we go. And you can sort and do things the way that you want to see them here. You can go ahead and look for all the string loops. You can go with all the pads and organs and stuff. I personally like to actually address things per sound set. So you can see here's the 50s, 60s, 70s will be the next one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start getting into some of the loops that are musical loops, like organ sounds and flutes and strings. And actually Persona just released some new stuff on November 28th. Let's see, what do we got here? We got some American fiddle. We got some concert flutes and things like that. Those are quite cool. And again, just a ton of options. Everything from individual micings and actual progressions and things like that. You can use the tuner and everything. So, I really want to be able to do this all at once so you guys have all the info. All right, so what we're going to be looking for right now are the fab beats. Now, I assume that these are Beatlesque kind of beats here, and I've only listened to a few of them, and some of them are, some of them aren't. So let's go to the 60s fab beats, and you can see it right here. So now, the first thing you're going to notice is you're going to notice all of the different tempos that are available. There's even some 205 tempos, which, and I'm going to start with that because it sounds so ridiculous. Let's actually see here. So if you look at the different parts that are here, right above my head, there we go. If you look at all the different parts, these are different progressions and different, all the same tempo as this one, 205 here, but some with snares, some without snares, some with rim shots, some with percussion and everything like that. I usually start about the center because this is where kind of it starts to really open up. So let's see. So now you see that I clicked on the part 10 and you see mix and group tracks. So the very first one is always a mix of whatever the loop is. And the ones after that are all of the individual tracks you can see here. Let's see if I can zoom in on you here. There we go. You can see here, this is the kick, the snare, the hi-hat, the tom, overheads, and room. You can also click on the single track option here, and then you can get there's a ton of stuff here. Everything from sound effects to actual, let's see, was this? Nah, it's just like that. To cymbals, overheads, near room sound effects, and everything like that. So these are quite cool. You can really break it down. I usually just go with these right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take, let's see, what was this loop again? Okay, good. It's got a snare and a crash. Let's see if it's got anything at the end here. Okay, good. It's got a couple of toms. So what I can do is I can take the first one, I can hold the shift key, and I can highlight them all, and I can bring them all into a track. Now you guys saw this in the last video, but I just kind of wanted to see some of these. There we go. There we go. They're all separated. Ooh. But I've got my tempo at 105. So let's go ahead. Let's see what it sounds like and see if there's any kind of artifacts if I play it. If I play the tracks back at a slower tempo than designated. You can see here it's 205. Let's go ahead and go with 150. Let's see if it sounds okay. Ready? Here we go. All right, so let's do this. Actually, it's not too bad. You can hear a little bit of artifacting on the snare, but not too much. All right, so let's go ahead and get closer. Let's go to 200. And go. All right, that sounds good. So now I can actually decide to do the panning any way that I want to. So here is the kick. You can see it's labeled down here, kick. I'm going to go ahead and do something crazy. Let's see, let's put the hi-hat. Should we do drummer's perspective? If we do drummer's perspective, let's go ahead and get the loop zone here so that it loops around. All right, so let's do drummer's perspective. So if it's a right-handed drummer, the hi-hat will be a little bit more. If it's a right-handed drummer, it'll be a little bit more to the left. Is that right? I think so. Let's see. We have our toms. We're going to go ahead and put our tom a little bit left. We have our overheads. And I think this, yeah, these are all stereo tracks. I'm going to leave the overheads in the center and then the rooms in the center as well. Oh, actually, there's no hi-hat. It's just a rim shot. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead now. And now that we have the pan, I didn't really do much, but, oh, I can actually do this. There we go. So what if I go ahead and highlight all of these and put these in a bus? Add bus for selected channels. Okay, so there we go. So now in the bus, let's see if I go to the shorter view. There we go. I'm actually going to put in the bus. I'm going to put the channel strip. So now I can add a little bit of compression. Too much. Let's do fast. Medium. All right, that's not bad. Turn the volume a little bit. I'm gonna back off. I'm gonna do a little bit of a low cut here. But I want to actually add some highs. Ooh, there we go. Nice. Okay, so the cool thing here, I can now go to part 12. Let's see what part 12 is. Let's audition it with the mix. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the same tracks. I'm going to take 2 through 7, just like I have over here. I got 2 through 6. Well, let's see what this does. And I'm going to go up here, just like that. So now let's see what the turnaround is on the transition here. Ready? How about a fill? All right, that's cool. All right, so I want to find a fill now. I want to actually put a fill at the end here instead of the way it has it. Ah, fills. What up, Phil? All right, let's see. Maybe these are more complex here. Here, let's see the mix. Okay, that's going to be interesting. We're going to try it, though. So let's see. I think it's going to go from 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so if I go ahead and I bring these in. Help. All right, 2 through 7. Total of 6 tracks. There we go. So you can see here it's 2 measures. So let's take these and go back 2 measures. Then bring these in. And we'll see how it turns around. Ready? That wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. So now I can actually go ahead and highlight all of these. And since I got some cuts and things here and there, I can go ahead and do X, which is an automatic crossfade for everything. I'm not quite sure if you guys saw that. So if I undo that and I zoom in. All right, so watch what happens once I hit X on these. Ready? I'm going to hit X. Boom, it automatically puts the crossfades. Now if I want to, I can customize the crossfades. Just like that. Now, obviously, I probably don't want to do that. It's probably going to add some gapping. Yeah, it adds some gapping. So I'm just going to do a Control-Z back. And it's just a light crossfade. You really don't see it until you really zoom in on the tracks. There we go. That's a nice little crossfade there. So let's see if it added any kind of gapping in between the events. Okay, that was good. I just wish there was a crash there. And you can actually take single samples and stick them in there. There we go. Nice. There you go, just like that, and we can go through all of the different channels, and we can go ahead and add compression and stuff. And you guys saw this in the last video. I'm going to do little things like this in each of the videos as I audition these things, because I think it's really important to hear how some of the transitions work in the patterns that are available here. And there's just so much stuff in each of these sound sets, and you can actually cut things out, trim them down, you can mix them, you can go ahead and remove like the overheads, or maybe just have the overheads. That's kind of a cool effect if you actually go ahead and do something like this. So watch this. Let's see this channel here. Let's move that over. There we go. That's just the overhead. Let's see what the room sounds like. That's actually kind of cool. All right, well, you guys get the general idea here. There we go. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think of these things? Now, once we start getting into some of the stuff that's more musical, some of them actually have music loops instead of audio loops. Audio loops are just that. They're loops. They're just audio. Music loops are sounds that are actually using some of the VST instruments available in Studio One, and they're just MIDI progressions. So the cool thing about those, once we start getting into those, you'll be able to use the chord track. Chord track. I have no idea why I said it that way. You'll be able to use the chord track in order to be able to tune and customize some of the progressions, and we'll get into those at some point as well. All right, I think that's going to do it for this video. This is quick. The rest of them are going to be kind of quick now, because you guys are going to get a pattern down if you start watching these things in order, and I will have a playlist on just the sound sets. Now, my goal is to make a video for each sound set that is available, and I'm just going to go back through the library, and I'm even going to go through some sound sets that are no longer available that I kind of have that I might be able to share with you guys, and do it like that. So that should be cool. All right, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. I'll see you all in the next video, and if you guys could, please like and subscribe to my channel and become a member. I would really appreciate it. All right, folks, that's it. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.